Hello, robotics class. So my name is Miss Giolongo. So I teach science, and I teach earth science, but I'm also doing robotics this year. So this is me. And if you see in the upper left-hand corner, that is me in Paris, France, at the Cathedral of Notre Dame, which burned down a few years back. And this is actually before it burned down. It didn't burn down completely, but it burned inside. And this is before that happened, if you know about that incident. And in the bottom left-hand corner, that is me, I don't know, somewhere in Cozumel, Mexico. That's where I got the dress. And so as you can see, travel is my thing. And in the middle at the top, that is myself and my grandson. And of course, he's the cutest thing ever, of course. And in the bottom middle, that's myself and my daughter and that same grandson. And over to the right, that is me, and I lived in Hawaii for the last 2 years. So the bottom middle picture is Hawaii, and the bottom right picture is Hawaii. And that's the shaka symbol. It's a symbol of hi, how are you, I love you, goodbye, all positive things, good stuff. That's basically what the shaka symbol is. And a little bit more about me. I've been teaching for 20 years. This is year 21. This is my first year at P-Tech though, but 21 years. Oh my gosh, that makes me feel old. Number two, I'm prior military. Maybe some of your parents are military. I know there's a lot of people here that are military. I was in the Air Force and I copied Morse code for 10 years during the Cold War with a top secret clearance. Shh, don't tell anybody, just kidding. But yeah, that's what I did for 10 years. So number three, I just moved here, like I said, from Hawaii. And no, I'm not ready for the snow and I'm not ready for the cold, but I am from Missouri, so I know what that's like. So I'll survive, I promise. Number four, I have a master's in history. I taught German for 5 years and social studies for 18 years. That should actually say 18 there, but 18 instead of 8. And science for 4, and I love to learn new things, and I hope you do too. And speaking of learning new things, robotics. So I'm not sure what experience you have with robotics. I used to teach a drone summer school camp kind of thing, so I know a little bit about drones and coding and things like that. We're going to use, so the picture up on the top left just shows robotics in the workplace, and then the next one says VEX. We have VEX robotics, and then Legos. And in the bottom right, I actually have a BB-8, the big one, like not the little teeny tiny 3-inch thing. This one is almost as tall as my grandson. So I'm into the drone kind of thing. And up in the upper right hand corner it says, unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing is going to get better. It's not. Dr. Seuss. Everybody knows Dr. Seuss, right? So robotics and drones and things can be helpful, and not that that saying completely applies to robotics, but it completely applies to science in your daily life and everything. So what to expect and expectations for you. We are in room 218. It's in the works, meaning you will probably be decorating room 218. Maybe not quite as much as some of the other classes because you're going to be busy, putting things together and taking them apart. But I do like to do creative assignments, so we'll see how much decoration you guys get to do. But mostly my earth science classes, I think, are going to be putting things on the walls. So in the bottom right, it says, be safe and respectful. Really, really, really focus on those things. Be safe, be respectful. Those are kind of my number one and number two rules or mottos. So number one, first of all, I'll go over expectations in class and on the first day at school, but also I'll post them online. Students and parents will have to acknowledge, and that is an assignment for points. Number two, syllabus the same. We're going to go over it in class. There's an assignment on Infinite Campus you'll have to do. Number three, speaking of Infinite Campus, always, always, always read all the messages there. Look for assignments, look for information, and you should go there as soon as I'm able to. I'm going to put some stuff on there. Right now I can't. But as soon as I do, there's going to be a small assignment for an extra credit ticket. So I do these things called, it's positive reinforcement. Extra credit ticket, you get 1.1 ticket, but they come in handy and, they add up, and we open them at Christmas or we open them at the end of the year. So you'll want to save those as we go, and I'll talk more about that later. Number four, there's a letter home to parents. I'm going to post it online. I'm going to send it out